Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to discuss about ambient nucleophiles. Ambient nucleophiles. I know already that you know about what is meant by nucleophiles, as we are discussing about from last 7 lectures about nucleophilic substitution reactions, aliphatic nucleophilic substitution reactions, and in that OH minus or Br minus, these all nucleophiles we discussed. That is, nucleophile may be a species which containing a negative charge, or it may be a neutral atom or a molecule may act as a nucleophile. They are the nucleus loving species, may mostly containing a negative charge or a lone pair of electron, maybe it's a neutral atom. So normal nucleophiles which having a negative charge or lone pair of electron, then they act as a normal nucleophiles. But in case of an ambient nucleophile, the case is somewhat different. When in case of any nucleophile, any atom which contain, or a group of atom or a molecule which containing two or more than two atoms which may act as a nucleophilic centers in that molecule, it acts as an ambient nucleophile. Suppose we have one molecule, well known example, that is NO2 minus. So in this case, if there is a possibility of making a bond between this R and NO2, so here is a bond between R and nitrogen, and the second condition, it may bond between this oxygen and R and this NO. So here is this type of structure, we can say it is a nitrochrome compound where there is a bond between R and NO2, means R and nitrogen, and if there is a bond between R and oxygen, then we can call it as a nitride ester. So this type of compound or this type of nucleophile is called as an ambient nucleophile, when there is a possibility of making a bond or two atoms may act as a nucleophile within the same molecule, where this nitrogen acting also as a nucleophile and oxygen is acting also as a nucleophile. So this nitrogen can make a bond with R, or this oxygen can also make a bond with R. So in one molecule, if there is a two or more than two atoms which may act as a nucleophile, then we can say that molecule as an ambient nucleophile. Okay, let's see one by one. Suppose we have one ester, that is a malonic ester. Okay, example of malonic ester. So in case of a malonic ester, we have the CH3, CO, CH2, CO, CH3. Now, when we reacted this compound with a base firstly will abstract one proton, which is a more acidic proton, right? Base will abstract a proton which is a more acidic proton. So which one among this is acidic, more acidic? This CH2 which containing two hydrogen, this carbon which containing two hydrogen, these protons are more acidic because this methyl group is flipped between these two carbonyl groups. As these carbonyl groups are more electron withdrawing group, as you can say, this oxygen will be delta minus, this carbon will be delta plus. As this oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, this oxygen is pulling its electron from this bond pair towards itself. So now this carbon has become delta positive. In same case for this carbonyl group, this oxygen is delta negative and this carbon is delta positive. Now as this carbon is delta positive, it try to get stabilized by pulling this CH2 electrons from the CH2 bond towards itself, right? Here, towards itself. Now this hydrogen get that pulling charge. Now this hydrogen will become delta positive. These two hydrogen which are present on this carbon may become delta positive. Now as it contains delta positive, means more positive charge, there are more acidic protons. So this CH2 which is flipped between these two carbonyl groups, because of that these hydrogens are become more acidic protons. Now this base will easily abstract this hydrogen as a proton and you will get formation of carbanion. In next semester or in third semester you will get in detail information about this. Okay, so this is a CH3, and as this base, suppose we have one equivalent of base, then this base will abstract one proton and this electrons will shift on this CH2 CH and this carbon will become negative, means this one is a carbanion. Now see, we have this carbanion. Now for the stabilization of this carbanion, it will go in different resonating structures. Now which type of resonance is possible? see this negative charge will go on this carbon-carbon bond and this electron will shift on this oxygen. So you will get CH3, CO minus, double bond, CH, C double bond O, CH3. Now here is the enolate formation takes place. There is a different chapter for this enolate. You will get whole information in next semester. So here is the enolate formation takes place. Now enolate means there is en, right, and oxygen containing negative charge, so it is totally called enolate. Now there is a second type of resonance is also possible. Suppose this negative charge goes at this carbon-carbon bond and electron will shift on this oxygen, then you will get a second resonating structure like CH3 CO. This will remain as it is, CH3 CO CH. And now as there is electron shifting on this carbon-carbon bond, here is a carbon double bond carbon and oxygen will shift, electrons will shift on oxygen, so O minus and remain CH3 as it is. Now this is the second, or you can say it is a third resonating structure for the stability. This is also enolate formation takes place. Now among these three resonating structures, firstly we have this malonic ester. After base abstraction of this hydrogen, you will get the formation of carbanion. And as this carbanion goes on resonance for the stability, we are getting this O minus and here also O minus. Now as we know that this CH minus or this O minus or this O minus may act as a nucleophile, because we know that the atom which contains the negative charge, it is electron rich center and it will attack on the electron deficient center, right? So it may act as a nucleophile. This will also may act as a nucleophile, and this oxygen minus may also act as a nucleophile. Suppose if there is this CH minus goes on attack and make a bond with this any group, then you will get CH minus attack, right? So this will act as a nucleophile, and this type of attack will called as a, or this type of alkylation which will happen, it called as a C alkylation. C alkylation. Suppose this O minus goes on attack, then you will call it O alkylation, right? C alkylation or O alkylation. Now because of we have this symmetrical structure, you can see here we have this symmetrical structure CH3COCH, again CH3COCH. We have this symmetrical structure, we are getting this CH minus and this O minus and this O minus. After the resonating structure, these two are same. So because we have this symmetrical structure, we are getting this one attack from this carbanion, so this is a first attack, and one attack from anyone from this oxygen, so you will get a two attack, so you will get a two products by this. Okay, suppose we have any another group other than the CH3, suppose we have CH2 CH3 group, means ethyl group, then you will get a different structure or a different byproduct for this. So you will get, if there is unsymmetrical structure, you will get three byproducts, right? Now as this malonic ester, you can see here we have this CH minus acting as a nucleophile. In this molecule we have this CH minus which is acting as a nucleophile, and this O minus also acting as a nucleophile. Now this structure or this molecule, you can say it is acting as an ambient nucleophile, because it has more than two atoms which acting as an nucleophilic centers, the CH minus also, this oxygen also, right? So this is an ambient nucleophile, one type of ambient nucleophile. Now in case of its reactivity, some are regioselective. Regioselective means specifically it will attack on a particular area, particular region. So it will be regioselective. Suppose we have an unsymmetrical structure, or see we have compound like this CH3, CO, CH2, CO and any other group. Okay. Now among these two, suppose we have two equivalent of base. When there was one equivalent of base, it easily abstracted this CH, because as it is a more reactive or more acidic proton. Okay, because the CH2 is flipped between this two electron withdrawing centers. So because of this one is a more acidic. When there is a one equivalent of base, it will first only abstract this proton. Now we have two equivalent of base. Okay, for this structure we have two equivalent of base. Now firstly it will abstract this proton, right, because it is a more reactive. Then you will get a product like this CH3, C double bond O, CH minus and CO, right? And second equivalent of base will abstract this proton, right, second equivalent of base will abstract this proton. So you will get a structure like this, CH2 minus C double bond O, CH minus C double bond O, right, remaining structure as it is. Now you can see which among these two CH minus, CH2 minus we have and CH minus. Among these two carbanions, which one is more reactive? Now you can see here, this one, this CH minus it's stabilized by resonance between the C to C double bond O, right? And as this CH2 is just having one C double bond O carbonyl group for the stabilization, this is a less stable carbanion, and it is less stable, or it is a more basic. Why it is a more basic? See, this is electron withdrawing group, this carbonyl group is electron withdrawing group. We have to act as a nucleophile. Our nucleophile is CH2 minus and CH minus. Among these two carbanions, the nucleophilic capacity means as it have a more electron to donate, more electron pair free for donating, then it will act as a good nucleophile. Now in this case, as these electrons from this CH are going in resonance with these two carbonyl groups, right, with this carbonyl group also and with this carbonyl group also, and in case of this carbanion, it is only in resonance with this carbonyl group, means it's sharing its electron only with this carbonyl group. So among these two, these electrons are more free for giving to any electrophile, right? To any electrophile, means nucleophilic capacity of this nucleophilic capacity of this carbanion is more, as it is a more basic, right? It is a more basic, and also it is not present center, as it is present in end position. It is more reactive also, right? It is more reactive also. So if there is a position like this in this case also, this molecule is acting as an ambient nucleophile. We have this CH minus also and this CH2 minus also. We have two nucleophilic centers, right? Then among these two, this CH minus and this CH2 minus, this CH2 minus is acting as a more reactive because it is a more basic. So it is a more nucleophilic. Now suppose we have a condition like we see one example for that. Suppose we have a such compound like ethyl acetoacetate. We have ethyl acetoacetate, CH3, CO, CH2 and ethyl. So COOET, ethyl acetoacetate. Now if we reacted with this 1 mole and 2 mole equivalent of base, okay, and 2 mole equivalent of base. Okay. In last example we discussed also, if there is a 1 equivalent of base, then it will be abstract easily that proton which is more reactive. Which one is that? Which is flipped between this two carbonyl group. This one is this methyl group which having hydrogen acting as a more basic hydrogens, right? So you will get, in case of 1 mole of base, you will get carbanion formation like CO. And after abstracting of this hydrogen, you will get CH minus, only one hydrogen will be abstracted, right? Then C double bond O or OET. Okay, so it one is the more stable because it is at center position and it will give you two resonating structure. So it is a more stable and form first, right? Then suppose we reacted with this Rx, then what will happen? It will give a nucleophilic reaction. This CH minus will attack on this R, X minus will be eliminated out. It will be a nucleophilic substitution reaction and you will get a product like CH and here is R, COOET, right? Suppose we have a 2 mole of base, then what will happen? Firstly, it will abstract this CH minus, this hydrogen, and secondly, it will abstract this hydrogen. So you will get, I am writing directly, CH2 minus, C double bond O, CH minus, and COOET, right? This one is a less stable. This carbanion is less stable. This carbanion is more stable. Okay, but this one is a more basic. We already discussed this. As it is a more basic, you will get a product. So this CH minus, CH2 minus will attack on this alkyl group. X minus will be eliminated out. This one is a nucleophilic substitution reaction, right? So SN2 nucleophilic substitution type of reaction. So here you will get R is substituted on this alkyl group, means CH2 minus, RCH2 minus, C double bond O, CH minus as it is COO18. Now this CH2 minus on protonation or in presence of acid, you will get RCH2, C double bond O, CH2, this Cl will become, CH minus will become, as it will abstract this proton, CH2, COO18. Now you are getting these two different products because of this ambient nucleophilicity of this compound. This ester molecule is acting as an ambient nucleophile. We have this CH2 which may act as a nucleophile also after in presence of a base, and this CH3 also may act as a nucleophile in presence of a base. So this type of structure or this type of molecule may give you a ambient nucleophilic type of molecules. Okay. Then suppose we have one more molecule like we use as a nitrile or cyanide. Suppose we have molecule like this, Cn minus. So we have a Cn minus. So this may act as an RCN minus. So you can say it is a nitrile where there is a bond between Cn minus. And the second type of it may be RCN, or here you can see it is RNC. There is a bond between R and nitrogen, and here is the R between nitrogen and Rn means alkyl group and carbon. This type of structure is called nitrile, and this will called as a isocyanide. So this Cn minus may act as an also ambient nucleophile. Suppose we have one that is phenoxide ion. Suppose we have a structure like this O minus and this R X. This type of structure, then this phenoxide ion also may act as an ambient nucleophile. Suppose we have to react this with alkyl halide, then you will get this oxygen may also act as on this R group, and X minus will be eliminated out. So you will get a product of O alkylation, right? This will be O alkylation, means there is a substitution of oxygen. And the second position or second possibility is you will get a product like this. If suppose this electron shift on this and this electrons will shift on this, then at this position you will get a negative charge. So alkylation from this negative charge will act on this R, and X minus will be eliminated out. So there is substitution will take place at this position R, right? So you will get double bond O, here is X as it is. And the next possibility, in case of a resonance, you can study this. Suppose we have this type of structure O minus and like this. Then this electrons will shift here, then this electrons will shift here, and this electrons will shift here. Then at para position you will get a negative charge. So from this para position also it will act on this R group, and you will get substitution at this R group, this para position. So R will substitute on this para position, this O, okay, and R as it is, here is X. Okay, so this type of substitution, and this oxygen acting as a nucleophile, you can say it is a O alkylation. And when there is a carbon group which is C minus acting as a nucleophile, you can say it is a C alkylation. Okay, so this phenoxide ion also may act as an ambient nucleophile. All this is about ambient nucleophilic structures, means a molecule which may act as an, or in a one molecule when there is a two or more atoms which may act as a nucleophile, that molecule you can say it is a ambient nucleophile. So it is enough for this lecture. Thank you.